Welcome to July. This month is all about bringing fresh vegetables with your fresh flowers and creating this beautiful tablescape. Hi, welcome to this month's Flowers What's Next. I am Adam Heverla and I am here to share with you a great way to celebrate the outdoor barbecue that you're about to have using peppers as our vessel. As you can see, they're great colors, and when you cut the top off and remove the seeds, it is the perfect vessel to hold water and then our flowers. Now that we have our vessels ready and they are beautifully filled with water, and it's going to be great, I promise you, we're going to start adding the flowers. I've already separated the bouquet. It's easiest to separate the bouquet so you really see what you have. And I'm going to start with our focal flowers, the Gerbers. We don't need these straws because all of our flowers that we're doing for this design are going to be cut short. So let's take two of our Gerbs, put them in different color vessels. We're going to call the peppers vessels. Next we have our big focal carnations. Again, we're going to cut these short, put them right in. So now every pepper has a big focal flower. Now we're going to add in our Ostromeria. I've already started taking off the foliage, but take off the foliage, pop the foliage off. I love when you see the Ostromeria blooms just blooming on their own without all the foliage. So we're going to cut this short, and I have multiple units when I cut it down. So I'm going to put some of them in this red pepper, some in this pepper, and I'm going to do the same thing with our other stem of Ostro. Cut it so you have all these different pieces. That way we can spread the love of flowers throughout all of the vessels. And we're just going to spread these out. When you do create this design and you have flowers like Ostromeria or lilies or any other item like that, make sure you get it a day or so early so they can open up for you. Otherwise they're going to be so closed you won't see the beautiful color. Alright, now we have our rose, our spray rose. We're going to cut it just like the Ostromeria so we have many blooms. And we're going to take them, cut them a little bit shorter, and just spread these throughout the design. So, a little thing I learned when we were practicing this before we videoed it. When you cut a stem at an angle like this, which you're supposed to always cut stems at an angle, it becomes a spear. So make sure you don't push it all the way through the pepper. I did when we were practicing, and then all of a sudden there was water all over because that is actually very strong, and it just pierced the pepper and the water just came out the bottom. So just a little careful moment there. Our mini carns, we can go ahead and pop these off just like all the other flowers, and we're going to cut these a little bit shorter and put them in. How cute are those? I love the bicolor. I think it just adds a ton of interest. Oops, that one popped right out. All right, our blue Euryngum, same concept. Pop these off so we have a pile. And then let's talk about our tinted ruscus. So I'm going to cut this into little pieces like that. Just a few little pieces. I want to save some of the stems for something we're going to finish it up with. Let's just add a little bit of the sky blue because we're going to be barbecuing. This is going to be outside. We want to pull that beautiful sky blue into our design. And now we have our Euryngum. This can go a little bit taller. Just adds a little bit of interest if we bring it up a tiny bit. Do you see how it did that height? Just gives it a moment of happiness, a moment of they're dancing over. And I love how the arms, I call them arms of the Euryngenium, come out over the flowers and shelter the flowers that are in place. I think it is absolutely stunning. Now, I know you know this already, but I would be remiss not to say, once the flowers have served their time and they are no longer with us, please do not eat the peppers. The peppers are no longer edible now that we've introduced flowers and flower food to it. When we mix the flower food in with the water and we fill them up, the peppers are not edible. So just enjoy them for the decor this time. You can eat your salad next time with fresh peppers. All right, beautiful, gorgeous, but let's keep going. So I don't know about you, but I love a great cutting board. I collect cutting boards for many different entertaining ideas. So we're gonna just put these onto our cutting board so we have a base. This is gonna create a beautiful base for our design and brings it together. Look how pretty that is. This could go on a picnic table, on a counter in your kitchen, wherever, but guarantee it's beautiful. Next, we're gonna take the rest of our ruscus and we're gonna cut chunks of it out. And I'm just gonna place these onto the platter. I love a moment when flowers look like they've just spilled out of the container and they're just on the platter. So I love bringing this beautiful blue color onto the platter. Because it's tinted, it'll hold up pretty well for your event. It won't shrivel up on you. Now let's keep adding. Let's keep making this a beautiful statement. So we have our leftover peppers, our small little guys. We're gonna place these just onto the platter to create a whole vegetable floral scene. Put these around. There's no rhyme or reason, it's just a matter of connecting the platter to the actual design. Because what happens is if you don't, then it looks like you literally just put peppers on there and it doesn't look finished. Now it's looking finished. All right, we cannot forget our lids. I love them. Let's see. Just kind of spread out. You could even, like this one here, I'm kind of leaning it off of the cutting board to make it a special moment. Nothing goes to waste when we do our designs. When we are together monthly, we make sure we capitalize on every ounce of our display. What do you think? I can't see it from here, but what do you think? Do you love it? I hope so. This is a great way to celebrate summer with the freshness of vegetables and that gorgeous bouquet from the store. I hope you love it. Remember, like and subscribe, and we will see you next month. Happy July to you.